Hey Geminis, welcome to September 2019 and welcome back to Deku Tarot. If you're a new watcher, welcome to the channel. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And if you're one of my subscribers, thank you guys so much for all of your support. I really appreciate you. If you guys want any discounts, we have some big discounts in Virgo season for reading, so check that out in the description box below. All the information on the discounts as well as how to book a reading with me is right there. So guys, we're using the Hobbit deck for you. I'm actually doing this reading on that Virgo new moon, which is actually a black moon because we have 2 new moons in 1 month, and that only happens, I think, every around 2.5 years, I believe I heard a different astrologer say. So that's really interesting and extremely powerful. So don't be bitter or butthurt that I waited for you and Sag for the end here. I think that your readings are going to be extremely powerful. I'm very excited to do them. So this is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We'll see how the astrology plays into the reading, but I really just want to get into your reading. I'm getting a really strong pull to just start pulling cards or letting them come out. So we're going to get right into it. I'm just going to have a sip of water. Gemini, it's been a roller coaster of a summer, hasn't it? So many big changes, so much has happened. A new beginning, it feels like it's here. And Virgo season is kind of harsh, kind of sharp, but you guys, of all people, are into the intelligence and straightforward aspect of Virgos in Virgo season. There's things to be learned that might come across as kind of harsh, and you might not enjoy that so much, but let's see what your energy is this season, because I think you guys, of all people, can probably handle it quite well. All right, Virgo season energy, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus energy for Virgo season? Let's see, I'm kind of waiting for one to pop out. I knew this was the deck for you because the sun popped out as soon as I asked it. I was like, is this the deck that Geminis want to use this season? And it was just like, yep. So I know we have some big messages coming specifically from this deck here. Wheel of Fortune reversed and 5 of Wands come up. Interesting. Interesting that these come up as your energy. We have a lot more room, so we can use a lot more cards. We're going to have fun with this reading, guys. I'm excited. So Wheel of Fortune reverse, 5 of Wands. I feel things suddenly feel difficult. We might feel almost like time is running out in some aspects. We're worried for this next chapter in a way. 5 of Wands. We might be fighting a lot again during September 2019 because Virgo season has a tendency with its harsh words to be a bit, well, harsh. We might not feel like things are really great right now. And yet, I feel like things actually aren't that bad for you. I think that you guys have leveled up in some pretty big ways, but we're kind of focusing here. When the wheel is reversed, we're just feeling like the change is almost too much. It's, you know, uprooted areas in our life, and we're kind of feeling a little bit lost for balance in a way, especially when this person's saying this and criticizing you and that person's criticizing you there, and it doesn't feel very great. I'm not gonna feel, I feel like you guys are very much the dwarf in the middle here. You know, we're underground, there's all the goblins, all the armies there, and they're kind of tied up, and he's just kind of having to walk through it. I think this is supposed to be Thorn in this picture, and just kind of deal with it. So I would say, like him, to what people have to say this month, yeah, we can take the intelligence, we can take what we can learn from it and learn from situations. It's always a great time in Virgo season to learn new traits, to explore new opportunities, to hear things that, you know, spark interest and make us want to learn more about, you know, new interests, whatever it might be. Take that stuff, but don't take all those nasty words and people kind of picking at you and coming at you kind of emotionally, and it feels like everyone's coming at you in kind of an unbalanced way, and you're like, whoa, okay, all right, well, I guess I have to deal with this now. And okay, I don't know why you would say that, but all right, I guess I have to listen to you. It's kind of situations like that, and it's going to make things feel like we're supposed to be up here, right? Like, what the heck happened there? Why are we suddenly feeling so low? It's because everyone's got something to say, and a lot of it isn't very nice. Or it doesn't feel very nice. So, surroundings, environment, people. We get justice. I think you guys... Oh, we get justice and strength. That was right behind it. Both upright, so I'll take them both. Justice and strength. To me, this says we're thinking about Leo season, and then we're also looking towards... I almost said Virgo, Libra season here. So you guys are thinking about what happened in Leo season, what happened probably also in July for you guys. I think that you guys, if I remember correctly, and I know that your readings were really powerful around then. There were big changes, a lot of really amazing new offers. Again, it just felt like things were on an upward motion, and now all of a sudden, what the heck's going on? So we're hoping that by the time we get to Libra season, by the time we get to later in this month into October, things will be balanced out, where things are going to feel better here. This could also be that you guys are starting a new job, new contracts that, you might have been offered or kind of started, or, you had that big interview for, you were given the position, whatever it might be in Leo season. It feels like something that kind of happened in Leo season is starting to come full circle and, really truly begin here in Virgo season. And we know things might feel a little bit off balance. We might be trying to wade our way through these new changes, especially if it's a new job, a new life, maybe we've moved. There's a lot of big changes that you guys went through, and I think we're just kind of adjusting here. So rely on that rational part of you as well. You guys have mastered... I feel like Virgo season is kind of irritating. Yeah, that's irritating. It's annoying. It feels kind of like somebody just kind of halted you in your tracks and they got to complain to you now for like a full month. And you're like, okay. And what else? Okay. All right. But can we get back to the road? I was driving here and I'd like to go and get there sometime today. And it's like, no. We have to look at the map. We have to fight about it. We have to, argue about different directions. That's what it feels like life is doing to you. And maybe you are arguing a lot with people and people want to pick fights over stupid things. And you're just like, okay. So instead of playing into it, I would say stay above it. It's annoying. Yes. It's frustrating. It feels almost like a personal Mercury retrograde to you. And it's not vibing with how you were vibing in Leo season and how you want to be vibing in Justice season, in Libra season. So I would say stay above it, stay balanced. Be like a Libra. Yeah, I'll listen to it, but just be very gray area, I would say, about most situations, because you've already mastered the ability to kind of not get yourself involved in petty arguments and BS and stuff like that. And people like to say that Geminis, I think, I've heard a lot of people say Geminis are, drama, they're crazy, blah, blah, because you have two sides. No, I find that they're actually very even and level-headed, especially in social situations. Being an air sign like a Libra and having the ability to, have different perspectives, very much like a Libra, you are able to... I'm not that I'm saying you guys are are exactly like Libras, don't get offended, but you guys are both very balanced individuals in social situations, is what I'm saying. And in terms of work situations, you can just kind of coast through it and get through to that point where you're finally feeling like you're back on your feet and things feel even again. And you can do that. So try to coast through that season in terms of this. And look at what we get there, Four of Swords. Try and coast through this. Try to stay relaxed about it. Make sure you're giving yourself relaxation time to rest. Because Virgo season makes people want to run themselves ragged. Virgos love to work, earth signs love to work, so you find that you can be a lot busier in terms of, oh, I need to do this, I need to get this done, I want to make more money, so how can I, work on this? And the hours seem to fly by, and then you find you're not getting enough rest. There's a lot of also anxiety and stress about what else we have to do that keeps us up during Virgo season. And I think a lot of us might be feeling that around this Virgo new moon. Here on August 30th, or the beginning of September. So let's continue to see here what's coming in, offers, situations, people, changes that we can expect here in September 2019. I almost said 2018. Interesting. The Star. Maybe some things that we didn't, I feel like Compared to September 2018, we never thought that we would be where we're at now. We kind of thought it might have been a dream. Maybe that's why I wanted to say September 2018, because I know it is not 2018. So think about what you were thinking about, what you wanted, what you were focusing on last September, a year ago. Are you there now, or are you somewhere even better? So instead of feeling like this, we have to remember that we're actually almost there. You know, the light at the end of the tunnel is here. And if we just kind of relaxedly walk towards it, it's still going to be there. I like this kind of evening at this like stability. It almost just feels like mental stability, emotional stability. It kind of just all feels very much, I mean, I feel like I'm having a hard time Englishing. New moons always kind of make me a little bit weird, I feel like. So sorry, guys, that you get to experience me in my full Virgo new moon when I have a Virgo moon. Weird energy here. But I still feel like you guys are kind of coasting through this in a really strong way. And by the time you get to Libra season, you're going to be able to, you know, kind of turn around there and get a 2020 on, you know, the past year and how you've changed and really appreciate it. We're going to feel like wow, I have really healed my life. I've leveled up. I've upgraded is a message I just keep getting for you guys. And you're going to be like, wow, I never thought of myself this way. I never thought I would be here, but here I am. And everything is actually pretty good for me personally. Maybe not for everybody else, but for you personally, you know, be proud of yourself. Feel good. Take time to rest and appreciate yourself here. You've done a lot. You've been through a lot. So let's see. Anything else that we need to know here in terms of what's coming in, what's happening? Possibly also in Aquarius, if some of you guys are wondering. Maybe an Aquarius is coming back around here after we haven't, you know, talked to them for a little bit here. Maybe since Leo season. The Hermit. So that's interesting. I mean, I'm not surprised when he shows up in his own season. There he is. He's like, yeah, I'm here. It's my season. Of course I'm here. The Hermit also gives you, again, this feels very much like an introspective kind of journey. You're kind of watching from the inside as everybody else around you kind of gets harsh and crumbles and is poking at each other. Everyone's fighting in Virgo season, and they're too busy, and they're doing this and they're doing that. And you're kind of watching from an outside, from an almost like an internal perspective. Just on the inside, everything is calm. Everything around you might seem a little bit chaotic. People might seem all over the place. There's too much going on. There's too much to do. And you know, your to-do list is out the window. But if you remain calm on the inside, if you make sure to take time for yourself to heal, to rest, to appreciate how far you've come, to appreciate your own strength, to reconnect and make sure that you're staying aligned during all this, that you're on your right path, that things feel right to you. This is a great time to check in and reevaluate, as Virgo season is that perfect time to do so. So let's get some clarifiers here. All right, we're going to use the Gustav Klimt deck to clarify. Okay. So clarify. Wheel of Fortune, Five of Wands here for their energy. We need any clarifiers there. Ooh, the moon. Yeah. And again, I feel the moon cycles are very prevalent for you this month. We have, again, that full moon on the 14th in Pisces. We are starting this month off, well, sort of, on August 30th. We have that new moon in Virgo. And then we're ending the month on the 28th with a new moon in Libra. So, it's interesting. I just feel there's an important cycle happening for you guys within this moon cycle. And I've been saying, I think for a while here, that the last moon cycle and this moon cycle are very powerful because of the eclipses that happen. But with this black new moon here on the 30th, we have an opportunity to have really great new beginnings. This is the time to figure out where we're going, to set new beginnings in terms of career, in terms of life. So if you are starting a new beginning this month, especially towards the beginning of the month here, or even, well, anytime this month, anytime around the moon cycles this month, just because of how powerful they are, it just feels this month for beginnings, for new beginnings in terms of career, work, life, is really huge for you. And that Pisces full moon brings up a lot of, sorry, did I say Pisces new moon? Pisces full moon on the 14th. I'm getting myself all jumbled with the moon talk. But that Pisces full moon, and like I was just about to say, it's all about the feelings. It's all about the creativity. It's really got you in your feels. And I think that you have the ability, again, to ground yourself through all this chaotic stuff and connect with whoever you're with. It's also, again, just even if it's not romantic, it's appreciating your family, people around you. It's, you know, wow, we did it. We've made it. We're here. This is great. Let's talk about our feelings. Let's get into that kind of stuff, because all of this is very it's very air. It's very air. There's some fire, there's a little bit of earth there, but it's very much you in your head this month. Watching from the inside. You're kind of in your own mode. You know what you're doing. You're kind of in your own, you know, autopilot here. You can get through this. But everybody else seems to be really fighting, crumbling, mincing words, starting dramatic situations, because people don't communicate in their nicest ways in Virgo season. And as a Virgo moon, I understand that, because sometimes people say I come across as kind of harsh, but I don't mean to be. It's just, for us, it's just being straightforward. And like, there's no other way for me to describe that in a nicer way, I feel. So it's a straightforward energy that can be too straightforward for people who don't appreciate criticism or even helpful criticism. Justice, strength. Let's clarify that here. Queen of Wands. Again, it's like, to me, she's always an energy of like staying on top of her shit. Pardon my French, but she stays on top of it. She is kind of a leader. She's charismatic. She's got the confidence that she needs to pull through this. You can communicate and get people to listen to you. You can kind of, again, you have power over social situations this month in a way that only I feel like Libra understands. So use that. You can kind of diffuse situations. You can guide them in better directions. You don't have to take things personally, because you're above that at this point. You can kind of shut that off in Virgo season, the emotional aspect, which is kind of weird. I feel like you guys might be a little bit shut off emotionally, other than maybe around that Pisces full moon. But this is kind of almost like a coping mechanism for you as you kind of encounter all these changes. And I'm not going to say like go like delve into those emotions, get emotional, because you guys are on a, like, again, you're in a very balanced, even position when you are internally watching all this stuff this month. You're the hermit inside of you. Like, this is you. This is that part of you within you that's kind of watching everybody else this season, watching how everything kind of plays out and riding it the best way you can. You're confidently taking on new responsibilities, new situations, you know, signing those contracts, taking that job, doing what you got to do. Strength, 4 of Swords, get 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're getting there, so just relax. You're already at this 9 of Pentacles position. It's awesome. It's beautiful. You don't have to worry. You're doing fine. Be proud of yourself. She doesn't have to worry about money. She doesn't have to worry about what she's created, because she can just say to the world, like, look at my dress, look at my money. You know, I've got it all. I'm fine. I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry about how much I make. I don't have to worry about if the work's going to get done, if it's going to be there. It will be there. I believe in abundance. And I believe in my own abundance and my ability to create it. And this month, you're really feeling on top of it. I love it. It's like, yes, I got this. And I know I have this ability, you know. Again, if this is a new job, and I'm getting a really strong message for some of you, it's big new jobs, like huge step ups, new responsibilities that make you feel really proud of yourself. So feel really proud of yourself. Let everybody else kind of go at each other, because you deserve to be proud of yourself. You can just kind of sit in your, and I just keep seeing like that 9 of Cups guy where he's got his arms folded, he's just smirking to himself. Just be that from within. Be her from within. Just sit in your garden, count your pentacles. Look at your pretty dress that you're able to afford now, the life that you're able to have. You did it. You got it. 4 of Swords, the Star. 7 of Wands. Yeah, again, find peaceful moments in these times where you kind of have to fight for what you're doing. 7 of Wands is making sure we're getting the work done. He's fighting against something here. You know, he's not letting anybody take him down. He's not letting other people's words kind of take him down. Again, because people in Virgo season think everyone's a know-it-all. Everyone's got, you know, their piece to say, and they think it's the most important, the most relevant. It's kind of like all those things that kind of come out on all those things. What am I saying? All those like face, like what are they called? Like there's all sorts of, I'm like losing my train of thought here. I'm so sorry, guys. But there's articles. Oh my God, I can't even think of the word article. Articles on Facebook and stuff that kind of talk about, I don't know, whatever it might be. And everybody's an expert on something. And it's always really emotional. It's always attacking somebody. And you're just like not having it this month. You're just kind of like, no, I'm not doing that. You know, I'm not dealing with things like that because everybody's got that energy this month. So you're just kind of, so here's somebody coming in to say, oh, well, I know this and I read this report and this happened, and you're just like, no, I'm not doing this month. Nope, I'm not mincing words with you. Cool, nice, thanks, bye. All right, I'm busy now, get out of here. I've got stuff to do. I'm busy. I've got a life. So you're not willing to put up with people's petty shit this month. You guys have a lot of swear words to say because you're irritated. It's irritating, and it's hard to keep your irritation in this season in. But at least you're not, you know, stabbing people with your words like Aries and then wondering why everybody is kind of fighting you and upset and crying. You're like, whoa, I didn't mean that. Like, that's what they're dealing with right now. So, again, if you're dealing with an Aries, like, just be aware that they don't mean anything that they say right now. They don't mean it to be harsh. They think they're being helpful, and in ways they are, but it's a painful help, and that's okay. So maybe in some ways we're dealing with that. But you guys, again, are just like, yeah, okay, I've heard this one before. I know how you are. It's fine. I know that they don't mean it that way. You're above it. The Star, the Hermit. So focus on work. Focus on what's best for you. Focus on Seven of Cups. What do you want to do now? You've like leveled up here. So now the world is your oyster. What do you want to do? What do you want to create? What interests you further from here? Where do you want to go from here? What do you want to, again, what do you want to bring to life here? So this is a really great opportunity for you to reevaluate, to reassess. Maybe I like this work. Maybe I don't. Maybe I want to bring this into the world. Maybe I want to have a kid. Maybe I want to explore relationships now. You know, it could be anything. Whatever you haven't been focusing on. I feel like by the time we hit Libra season, we're going to have a lot more opportunities and a lot more opportunities to explore areas that maybe we've kind of put on hold here. Okay? To explore also our feelings more when we hit Libra season. Yeah, Eight of Cups. Sorry, not Eight of Cups. Why did I say that? Eight of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, make sure we're not working ourselves into a tizzy and that we're not so work-focused that we take out all the emotional aspects by the time we hit Libra season and that Libra new moon. I do think that we're going to look back and be like, wow, I'm exhausted from all that, from everything that we just did. So, again, make sure to take the rest that you need. Also, when I see the Eight of Pentacles reverse, I get, especially with that Seven of Cups, some of you guys might be trying to decide if you like that, like whatever you're doing with work. You might not be enjoying it as much. You might need something that fits you more. Maybe that's what we're exploring here at the end of the month. For just some of you, I don't want to freak you all out and make you question your life path and your career and everything. I'm not saying that that's all of you or even most of you. I think that most of you are probably just going to work yourselves silly because you don't want to deal with this. And you guys are incredibly hard workers, love it, but make sure to rest. Make sure to take you time because everybody else wants your time as well, okay? As usual, you and Libra have to deal with so many people all the time. It's like, I feel bad. But again, you can just kind of close it off this month and be like, no, I'm not like, I don't care. Like, I don't care. I'm too busy for it right now. Things that you need to say to the needy people in your life. Let's pull a couple cards for love. This is just general love. If you guys want a love reading for September, let me know in the comments. I'm thinking about it. General love and romance for September 2019. What will be happening? In terms of love and romance for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Coupled, in relationships, singles. Just general love energy this month. We get Seven of Cups. Again, interesting. Seven of Cups comes up. We're in an exploratory phase, but again, I think for a lot of you, you're just not really focused on it this month. You're kind of more focused on career. You've got other cups to worry about than just love. You got feelings about work. You got feelings about your life. You got feelings about how you've changed. And it's more of an internal thing for you right now. And you're not feeling very externally emotional. And that's okay. You don't always have to feel that way. The Chariot. the Fool and the Six of Wands. I'm going to leave it there. So those both came out quite nicely. This feels pretty nice, actually. Again, we might be... It's going to be hard to balance emotions and work this month, and I think that a lot of us are just really not feeling emotional, and that's okay. Virgo season is, if I'm being honest, my Virgo moon makes me either overly, it's not the most emotional sign, because they're very work focused. They're very much focused on what they're doing, what they're creating, and continuing to do that, continuing to be on their own schedule. And if love fits in, awesome, but this feels very much about, in terms of love, with the Chariot, the Seven of Cups, it's like, I've got to figure all this other stuff out. I've got to, you know, drive the horse in this direction. I can't really drive it in the direction of love right now. The Chariot also, to me, let me get a clarifier on it, because I get a feeling it's just kind of trying to find ways to intermesh love with the rest of your life right now and make sure things are in alignment and that they're not going in totally separate directions. For some of you guys, you might be separated from whoever you're with, the Chariot, the Fool, right now. There might be some separations or travel involved, Six of Wands, but things feel like they're going well for the relationship. You know, we're being successful together. Things are great. If you're in a relationship, we're starting new journeys together, and we got to make sure, again, that our relationship is on that same track. So make sure to take time for that, even if we don't feel emotionally very present this month. Page of Swords, interesting. Chariot. Strength, there is strength. But again, so yeah, maybe we're getting messages, offers, communication that, you know, we got to move, or this person's got to do this, or you have to go off somewhere. And know that your relationship is very strong here. I also think that we've started new beginnings here in Leo season, probably due to some stuff in June, July, maybe even Cancer season there. But it just feels like things are going well, and you just got to, again, make sure that we're on the same path here, that we're in the alignment, that our relationship is good, we have the same outlook here, we're going towards the same things, because it feels like this is a very exploratory phase, and we're not unsure about where our relationship might be going in the face of all this change, in the face of this new beginning. But we have to trust and, you know, communicate to this person that, you know, we want to stay present, we want to make sure that we're, you know, we're good. You know, let's make, you know, like, this is kind of like a relationship check-in, like, let's make sure that we're good as we step into these new waters here. And it feels like you guys are good. It's fine. Just make sure to communicate. Make sure to communicate. Make sure that that communication isn't super harsh. You know, always rethink it before you say something out loud in Virgo season. And I know that me saying that isn't going to make you actually do that, but do it. And again, maybe we are dealing with a Leo. Maybe we are dealing with a Cancer. Those could be some energies that are there. For me, they kind of talk more about timings and other more spiritual aspects. But if you are wondering about them, it does feel good with either of those signs. So let's see, let's get some oracle cards now, okay? All right, messages for Gemini for love and romance from Archangel Raphael, Archangel Commonwealth, Goddess Athena, Goddess Aphrodite, Goddess Venus, Romance Angels, Romance Cherub Angels, messages for Geminis for September 2019 for love and romance. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Exactly what I was just saying. Just make sure to put in some work there. And free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. You need to take back control of situations that maybe you've been run ragged from work, or, you know, you've allowed other situations to come before your relationship and your feelings. Some of you guys might need to free yourself out of other situations to allow your relationship to have a chance. To work on this partnership, we have to free ourselves also from anxiety, stresses, and fears that, you know, things aren't going to work out, things will never be that way, or, you know, we're never going to have that again. You have to free yourself from any types of, you know, mental thought loops and feel, you know, things that make you feel that way about yourself or your relationship, or make you have a lot of self-doubt and disbelief that you even deserve love, or that you can have that love with somebody, okay? So give your relationship a chance as well, you know, make time. Please make time, because it's a busy month. Oh, and of course, what is he doing over there? This is why I have this music going on, because I can't trust that my neighbors will ever be quiet. So let's see. But thankfully we're right at the end, so that's good at least. Let's get the Halloween Oracle from Stacey DeMarco for some guidance and advice for you guys. September 2019. From your higher selves, their spirit guides, any that need to come through for messages of guidance. And we get invisibility, authenticity. And Night Song, hidden talents. Lovely. So invisibility, authenticity. Love this. Okay. Let's see. So authenticity. The concept of invisibility is a double-edged sword. Whilst it is a powerful tool to be able to gain information or to assist whilst no one sees, individuals using it are privy to information that may not be meant for them, and it may be taken out of context or unethically. It is a power of manipulation and easily abused. The idea of hiding away and not being seen is also a big part of the dark side of this concept. We are all born to shine our light out into the world and to take our roles. Hiding our talents, not expressing our true selves, stealing others' ideas or work, and being someone else rather than your authentic self are all aspects to consider should this card appear in your reading. And then we get Night Song. So yes, it's time to be and do what is best for us. But to be our true self. It's really living your truth here, okay? Whatever you're hiding away, whatever types of feelings, emotions, I think that'll probably come up around that Pisces full moon there on the 15th. Is that 14th or 15th? Where is that? 14th. Sorry, guys. Night Song. Anyways, let's go on to that one. Hidden talents. I love this one because, again, I feel like you guys are exploring new talents, new things that you like to do this month with all that Seven of Cups energy. Should this beautiful but shy bird sing to you by appearing during your divination, know that you must unwrap the present of yourself. Look, some of the gifts within you remain unopened. The time has come to step into your true potential and claim all the possibilities for yourself. There is no more time to waste, no more excuses. So you can use these as daily affirmations or whenever you need a little bit of extra guidance throughout the month. Do check out your readings for your other placements, guys, especially your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And if you do want a love reading for the month, let me know in the comments. If you want to book a private reading, all that information is below this video in my description box. I have big specials going on for August 23rd through September 23rd for the whole of Virgo season. So definitely check that out. And yeah, so guys, thank you so much. Have a wonderful and blessed month of September. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Have a beautiful month. Namaste.